there. So this flow is a short vinyasa sequence with a little bit of a difference in that there are no planks, no chaturangas in it. So if you're working with anything in your wrists or your shoulders, or you're just looking to explore some different ways to move, it could be a good sequence for you. We're going to start seated. If you have a block or a cushion, you can sit up on that, just to give yourself a little bit more space in the hips. If you're comfortable cross-legged on the floor, then obviously that's also an option. And you're going to begin with your right shin in front of your left, or your right ankle. So quite an open hip position. Find somewhere where you can be with a long spine. And then take a moment here to arrive. So notice the sense of connection between you and the floor or your block. And from that connection, a quality of lengthening through the spine, lifting up. Sternum bone lifts, collarbones broaden. Allowing yourself to land in this space wherever you are in your day. And then from there, as you inhale, take the hands high overhead. As you exhale, you're going to bow over to the left-hand side, so away from the right hip. Inhale, reach the right fingertips long, lengthen through the right side waist. And as you exhale, send the weight more into your right hip. You're feeling a sense of lengthening, opening through the muscles around the lower back on the right side. Taking one more breath here. Exhale. Inhale, lift up to center. And on your exhale, turn towards your right leg and place your left hand outside of your right leg. Right hand goes behind, fingertips can be like teepees. Inhale, grow the spine tall. And as you exhale, rotate any amount to the back. So cultivating length and lift here. One more. Inhale, lift tall. And as you exhale, return to center. You're going to place the hands down and take your left foot back to arrive in something of a pigeon. So have your right heel up by your left hip. And your right hip can be elevated on that block again. Lift the chest, grow the spine on your inhale. And then as you exhale, bow forwards. So thinking a little bit like cat-cow here. Inhale, round the back as you come up. Then lift the chest. Head, open the chest. Exhale, melt the chest, the heart to the floor, and finally draw the chin in. One more, lifting up through the back of the body, head lifts last. And then exhale, folding in. Next time you come up, bring your back knee in a little bit, and then step your right foot back so that you come onto all fours. Move your block out the way if you've got one. The regular cat-cow here. Inhale, lifting the tailbone, open the chest. Exhale, draw the tailbone under, navel to spine, lower ribs draw in and down. Broaden through the upper back and chin to chest. Keep your chin to your chest as you repeat from your tailbone. Opening, you can soften the elbows here. And then exhale, keep the head lifted as you round through the back. You're going to inhale, step your right foot to your right hand. And exhale, reach the right arm up to the sky. Inhale, lengthen both sides of the waist, left and right, so hips to armpits. Exhale, maybe find a little bit more space. Circle the right arm back, and as you inhale, lift up, low lunge. Take your left wrist with your right hand and grow tall. Inhale, reaching to the sky, and exhale, make it a side bend, bow over towards your right. Inhaling, finding length through the torso, and as you exhale, maybe lunge a little deeper through the hips, finding a bit more space in the left hip flexor area, the left sideways. One more breath here. Exhale, release the hands down. maybe slide the back knee back a little. You're going to a half Hanuman. And as you inhale, lunge the chest forward. So again, thinking cat-cow, spine away. And as you exhale, bring the hips back, draw the chin to the chest. So you lunging forwards, opening the back, bending the knee. And then as you exhale, hips go back, legs straightens, back rounds. One more time, lunging forwards. This time turn your left knee to the, so that the right foot points to the right, and come up to a kind of half kneeling. From there, send your right leg straight to the front, take an inhale, and as you exhale, lean towards the back. So finding length here from the right foot through to the hip, the armpit, and the tops of the right fingers. Breathing again into the side waist. You can take your gaze to your hand. Exhale here. So using your center, inhale, lift from your belly to come up to halfway. And as you exhale, fold into the right leg. Then again, inhale, lift up, belly power. Exhale, fold to the back. One more, inhale, lift up halfway. Slide your right foot back to where it was a moment ago and take your right elbow to right knee. Circle your left arm past your face and arrive in a sort of low extended side angle. So again, lengthening, especially this underside of the waist. Give yourself room to grow and then start to turn the heart to the ceiling. Taking one more breath here. And then exhale, release the hands down. As you inhale, you're going to step onto your right leg, place your left behind it, and exhale, fold forwards, press into the big toe joints of both feet. Taking one breath in this forward fold. Exhale. Inhale, separate your feet a little bit less than that width. And as you exhale, make it a squat. So whatever squat is available to you at the moment. Malasana. Inhale, lift the chest, so lengthen the spine again. And as you exhale, round the back, reach the fingertips forwards. Breathing here into the whole of the back line of the body. So the fingertips are reaching away from the hips. Taking one more breath in. And then as you exhale, slowly bring your bum down to the floor. You can use your hands to support or make it down as gracefully as you're able. Changing sides, so taking the left ankle in front of the right ankle this time. And again, you can sit up on a block if that serves you. Bring your hands to your knees. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, round the back. Pull the core in, trust into the space behind. Inhale, reaching the heart up and forwards. Exhale, drawing back. One more, reaching up. Exhale, find neutral, center. And we change sides. Inhale, reach the hands high. As you exhale, reach over to your right. The left fingertips are reaching up towards the ceiling across the body as the left sit bone sits down towards the floor. Breathing here into this whole left side line, so all the way from the fingertips to the armpits to the hip, and especially this area in the side body which gets tight if we spend a lot of time sitting especially. One more breath here. Exhale. Inhale, come up to center. And as you exhale, make it a twist, taking your right hand outside of your left knee. Inhale, grow the spine tall. And exhale, start to find a little bit of rotation, first from your belly, then the middle of your chest, and then finally broadening the collarbones. One breath into this shape. And then exhale to center. Tip your weight a little to the left. And send the right leg back behind you, making somewhat of a pigeon. So bringing the left heel, into the right hip. And again, cat-cow. Maybe this time take the fingertips like teepees. Inhale, lift the back. And then exhale, fold forwards. Rounding the back as you lift up, then making it into an open chest and melting with your open chest down towards the floor. One more, waving through the spine. Exhale. Inhale, slide your hands in a little bit, and then make your way again onto all fours. So lifting the tailbone, and as you exhale, rounding the back, angry cat. Hips on top of the knees to give you plenty of stability. Minimum weight in the hands, really just the weight of the arms resting on the floor. Inhale, reaching the spine forwards. Step your left foot forwards this time and reach your left arm up to the sky. Making it a twist, sending the right armpit forwards, the head reaches forwards, and then lean into your back body, trust into that space. One more breath in. Exhale, circle the left arm back, and then with your inhale, bring both arms forwards to lift you up. Take the right wrist into the left hand, take an inhale, and as you exhale, bow over to the left. Ground down through the top of the right foot and the right knee, and then maybe lunge the hips a little further forwards as you lift the chest. Again, taking the attention to the sternum. Last inhale here. Exhale, release the hands and take the hips back. So the hips are on top of the knee, wiggle the knee back if you need to. And again, inhale, lunge the hips forwards. We're into our cat-cow shape, just in a different position. Exhale, belly and ribs draw back. Inhale, lunge forwards. Exhale, belly and ribs draw back. Inhale, lunge forwards, turn your right toes to the left and come up to half kneeling. Send your left leg straight to the front of your mat, take an inhale, and as you exhale, reach towards the back of the mat. So again, the hip is over the knee and you're long through the whole side of the left body. Fingertips, armpit, hip, knee, ankle. One more here. And then making it a little bit of core. So inhale, exhale, squeeze from your belly, lift up. Inhale at the top. And then exhale, lean towards the front, again, reaching the right side. Inhale up. So always using this space to find length through both sides of the body. Gate pose flow. Inhale back up to center. Exhale, last one to the front. Inhale to center. Exhale to the back. Inhale, come up to center and slide your left knee to bent again. Place your left elbow on it and reach your right arm forwards. Breathe here into the space along both sides of the body. Can you lift your left armpit further away from your knee? Exhale. Place the hands down. As you inhale, step onto your left leg, tuck the right behind your left. And then any amount that's available, you fold forwards. So you may also be up here, maybe with a bit of support on the shin. That's okay. Transfer the weight into the big toe joint on either side. Exhale back. Inhale, separate the feet wide. And then exhale, make it your Malasana squat. Inhale, lift tall from the Malasana so the hips descend as the head lifts. Exhale there. One more inhale into grounded feet and lifted spine. And then exhale, bring the backs of the hands together again. Reach the fingertips forwards like you're trying to touch the floor. And at the same time, draw the hips back. And then into this shape, breathe, especially to the back of the body, the area below the shoulder blades. One more breath in. Exhale, straighten the legs and walk the fingertips forwards. If you want, and you've got a pair of blocks here, you can take your hands to them. We're looking for a down dog feeling of reaching long through the spine. So the hips are over the ankles, reaching tall, belly and ribs lightly lifting up to support you. And then breathe into this shape. Staying here, 2 more breaths. One more. As you inhale, bring your hands back to your feet. Exhale, take a forward fold. Press down through your feet and with strong legs, lift yourself all the way up. As you exhale, cactus the arms like you're trying to squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other and the elbows down to touch your hips. Inhale, reach up, draw the belly and ribs back in. And then exhale, toe heel the feet back together. So take a similar flow, but in standing. Hips go low, inhale, chair pose. Exhale, arrive, cultivate some strength here. So lift and spread your 10 toes, and then replace them down into the floor. Press your feet into the mat, and then think about trying to rip the mat apart. Notice how that influences the sensation in the backs of your legs. One more breath here. Exhale, chest to thighs. Inhale, step the left foot back. And exhale, you're in kind of a runner's lunge. Inhale from there, reach the right arm forwards. And as you exhale, you're going to take the right arm back and straighten the right leg any amount, like a forward-facing triangle. Rebend the knee, inhale, face forwards, reach forwards. Exhale, reach it up and back. Rebend, inhale, reach forwards. Exhale, reaching up and back, opening right hip to right shoulder. Inhale, reach forwards one more time. This time lift both hands if you're able. And draw the belly and ribs in. Fingers reaching into the distance, belly and ribs lifting away from the leg. One more breath here. Exhale. Inhale, lift yourself up to stand, high lunge. Take your left wrist with your right hand and exhale, make it a side bend. Scissoring the hips towards each other as you press the feet into the floor. Exhale, maybe find a little bit more depth. One more here. Exhale, return to center. Inhale, lift up. Straighten both legs, and then as you exhale, make it a warrior 2. Maybe take a bigger stance, challenge the stability of your legs. Reverse the warrior. So again, working into the side waist, reach back, and then coming forwards. Just to a hover, so the inhale lifts you back, and then the exhale carries you forwards, moving from your core, from your center. Inhale, reaching up and back. This time make it an extended side angle. Exhale, bring your right elbow to your right knee. Send your left arm past your face. Finding space from the left foot to the left fingertips, and strength in the legs. Taking one more breath here. And then if you've got a long stance, toe heel the foot forwards a little. Send your right fingertips forwards of your right foot, maybe onto your block, and make it a half moon. Pressing down into the right foot, opening the heart long, so the up torso is long, and then maybe lifting the heart towards the ceiling. One breath here. Exhale, slowly rebend the right leg. Let the left foot reach to search the floor, and then inhale, coming up, kind of a star pose. Exhale, squat it back, Skandasana. Inhale, travel to the front. Exhale, take the left foot behind the right and fold forwards. Separate the feet, hip width, Malasana. As you exhale, arrive. So it's the familiar sequence now. Inhale, lift the chest, grow the spine. Exhale, backs of the hands dive together, fingertips and tailbone reach away from each other. Inhale here. Exhale, straighten your legs and make it that down dog in forward fold shape again. So the hips are over the ankles, but you're reaching forwards, the quality of lengthening through the spine. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. Reach up, look up, and then as you exhale, cactus the arms again, send the hips forward, squeeze the shoulder blades. Inhale, reach up, toe heel the feet, and as you exhale, make it a chair pose. Cultivate a little bit of strength at your belly, so the tailbone is reaching away, the fingertips reach actively forwards, and then gradually sit lower, 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 bringing your hips to your heels. Squeeze yourself into a little ball. Draw the chin to the chest and exhale. Keeping the power at the lower belly, inhale, lift the chest, extend the arms. Squeeze the knees together, and keeping all of that, maybe explore bringing the heels off the floor, maybe the toes off the floor. Maybe you make it into a Navasana with the shins parallel or the legs straight. Taking one breath wherever you are, and then we're going to go down onto our backs like a low boat. So you're lifting the shoulders and the feet off the floor. Exhale. One more inhale here. Exhale, come back up, Navasana. Take an inhale, and then as you exhale, we're going to come back up to standing. You can either make your way as suits you, or take a little rock and roll, carry a little momentum, and bring yourself up to stand. Super nice. We've got the second side, the left. Inhale, reach the hands high. Exhale, sit it down, chair pose. Lift and spread the 10 toes, press the balls and heels into the floor, and then think as if you're trying to rip your mat in two, engaging, activating, recruiting a little bit more the outsides of the legs. One more breath in. Exhale, folding forwards, chest to thighs. As you inhale, lift your chest a little and send your right leg back. Exhale to arrive. Inhale, send the left arm forwards. Exhale, left arm reaches up and back, straighten the left leg any amount. Inhale, reaching forwards, lunging, back leg is strong. Exhale, straighten the left leg any amount. Maybe noticing any differences right to left, especially in your shoulder. Exhale, reaching up and back. Inhale, reaching forwards. This time again, interlace the fingers, and if you can, make it into a two-pointed balance, lunging forwards. So you have a straight line from your your right heel to your fingertips. One more breath here. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. Take your right wrist with your left hand and exhale, arrive in this shape. Now inhale, lengthen both sides of your body, and as you exhale, bow over to the left. So as you do this, the left foot is pressing strongly into the floor. The left hip is drawing slightly backwards as the right hip draws forwards. Extending your right thigh bone to the back. Exhale. Inhale, come up to center. And as you exhale, make it a warrior two. Again, extending the length of your stance if you need to. I'm going to turn, but you can stay. As you inhale, reach to the back of the mat, away from the bent leg, reverse the warrior. Exhale, come forwards just to a hover. Inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, come forwards, hover. Inhale, reaching up, so the legs stay as they are, and the movement comes from the support of the core and the space in the upper body, extended side angle. Left elbow to left knee, reaching long through the whole right side. Taking one more breath here. And then exhale, take your gaze forwards, maybe toe heel your back foot in a little, and press into your left leg. Unfurl your chest and make it a half moon pose. So you can challenge yourself by taking the gaze up towards the fingertips. You could also try bringing your base arm to your heart. Taking one breath here, and then exhale, slowly rebend the left leg, making it into straight leg kind of star pose. Squatting into your right leg, so your back leg, I'm going to turn again. There. Inhale, travel to the front, bring the right leg with you, tuck it behind the left, and exhale, fold. Inhale, lift up halfway, take the feet wider. Exhale, squat it down into your Malasana. Inhale, lift the chest as the hips descend. And then exhale, reach the hips away from the fingertips as you reach forwards. Taking one breath here. Exhale. Inhale, straighten the legs, bring your feet back underneath your hip bones. And exhale, make it a forward fold down dog. So the legs are supporting the weight, and you're finding a little traction through the spine. Maybe if you've got contact with the floor or a block, you can squeeze the fingertips or the palms into the block and like you're trying to pull the ground towards you without moving anywhere. Breathing here for 3 breaths. Finding stillness. One more. As you inhale, slide your hands back towards your feet. Exhale, take a pause. Inhale, come all the way up to stand, root to rise. Reach up, look up. And as you exhale, send the hips forwards, making that cactus arm, standing back bend one more time. Inhale, reach tall, support your belly and your ribs. And as you exhale again, make it a chair pose. So we're using this one to get down to the mat. The spine keeps growing long as slowly you bring the bum all the way down to the heels. Give your knees a little hug. Round yourself into a ball. And at your exhale, empty out through your lower belly and draw the navel to the spine. Find that support, stability. Inhale, open the chest, send the arms forwards. And as you exhale, you choose your leg variation. So you could have heels off the floor, toes off, shins parallel, or legs extended. Whichever one you're doing, finding this sense of lengthening in all directions. And then exhale, making it down onto your back. Come to a low boat. Again, shoulders and head are off the floor. Navel is drawing to the spine. And then exhale, place the feet down hip width. Really nice. So opening up. Send the hips high, arms reach overhead. Exhale, holding here. Starting to slow down the breath. And if you've had any Jaya breath, you can let that go now and really breathe into your belly. Two more breaths here. One more. Taking your last inhale, and as you exhale, you're going to drop your hips to the left. Stack your knees on top of each other and bring your right hand onto your left knee. Make it a twist. Left arm reaches to the left. You can shuffle your right shoulder a little bit more to the right if that serves you. And then finding a space to be passive here. Gazing up to the ceiling, maybe to the left, or even with the eyes closed. Allowing the practice to flow away. Releasing your right hand with an inhale, lift both knees up to center. Exhale, bring your sacrum back flat on the floor so that you feel balanced and even on the ground. Just for a short pause, and then we take it to the other side. So inhale, lift the hips up. Exhale, send the hips to the left, stack the knees, bring the knees to the left and take your left hand on top of your right knee. Your right hand reaches out towards the right. Maybe you want to use the back of your head to lift the left shoulder off the ground and shuffle it to the left, finding a little bit more space. Breathing easy. And letting the right hip sort of travel towards the bottom left corner of your mat. One more breath here. Exhale. Inhale, come back up to center. Lift your hips again just to recenter yourself on your mat. Draw the knees in towards the chest and give them a squeeze. Hugging the knees towards the armpits. You could also take a hold of your shins here, find a little bit more space in the inner groin. And then from there, allow the soles of the feet to meet, and you can choose to stay here in your Supta Baddha Konasana, or if you prefer, extend both legs out long and make it a traditional Shavasana shape. Take your awareness to the back line of your body. Notice the connection of your legs, your bum, your back, shoulders, the backs of your arms onto the mat. Allowing the breath to soften into whatever rhythm it wishes to find. Finding stillness in the body. Allowing for a little bit more space between the thoughts so that the mind can become quiet. You can stay here in this space
for as long as you wish. Dropping in as you feel yourself soften towards the support of the ground, and also softening into the space around you. Whenever you do feel ready to come back, take a moment to remind yourself why it is that you do this practice, why you take this time to look after your body and your mind in this way. And then honouring that, making your way, taking your own space and your own time up to a seated position. This might be via the left or right side, you might come up through centre. Finding a seat that mirrors where we began. Feeling supported and grounded. Maybe sensing a centeredness, stillness still. And then with one deep inhale, reach the hands high overhead. Exhale, bring the prayer down to your center line. Bowing your chin to the lift of your chest. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.